All right, y'all. A lot of things happened yesterday. I'm not gonna waste your time on this one. I'm sorry for not getting this out yesterday. I had a lot of things to do, and sorry for the late upload today. Same thing applies. Let's get into it. So yesterday, Juice WRLD's manager Pete went onto IG stories and just started saying some stuff. But essentially, the two main things were these two screenshots. Max Lord, one of Juice WRLD's main producers, leaked Oxy and Muddy for money. SMH. For those not in the know, he's referencing two songs that were just recently leaked in the community called In the Dark and Kill All My Troubles. He then posted an IG DM replying to the story saying he's been selling Googly's songs for years. Googly is one of the main leakers in the community and has been known, unfortunately, the first sign is when he started selling songs only he would have. Following that, DJ Academics makes a post talking about the situation, and Max Lord is in the comment section with quite the emotional response. Give me a sec while I read this. Neither of those songs were singles. I See in the Dark, not Oxy in the Dark, if you even listen to the words, was shortened to 50 seconds over a year ago for the intro, which was swapped out, not the V1 bounce that's out from 2019. Last I checked, not even on the album. Muddy was never on the album. It's called Kill All My Troubles, by the way. Your proof is a bot account. I heard it was paid to send that to you. Your phone number was leaked 2 days ago. I received a spoofed phone call from your number for the 10th time. You haven't answered me back when I reached you out. Your threads is hacked. You haven't posted in a year. You looked hacked. If you're not, then why not answer me? And why don't you even know what the music is you care about so much? That's not even me being illiterate. That's just how you wrote that down. That isn't even your job. When Juice was alive, you ain't spend one penny of your own money. You milked Juice for everything you did off his business / touring accounts. How about y'all pay your producers what they've been owed since 2018? Y'all run a scam, not a business. Keep printing merch instead of music, your real job. We finished that album almost 2 years ago before y'all scrapped it for Blanco to ruin for whatever reason. Heard y'all don't even pay him either. I tried to hit you directly, but you want to go online and spew lies and bullshit. I respect Bibby, I respect G-Money. Pete, you a bitch. I pray you are hacked and I have to regret writing all this. With Bibby, I've spent countless hours, days, weeks, months working for the community and building this album together. He cares about y'all so much. I spent months in the hospital waiting to get back to finish this. I literally flatlined on the operating table. I made sure to get back so I could work on the project with a 45 plus stapler zipper holding my whole torso together at the studio with Bibby. Goddamn, we all lost something irreplaceable when we lost Juice. I can't take that away from anybody, but some of us put our lives on the line, our health, our sanity to deliver for a little, bro. It's sad and it's not fair to Juice or the millions of people that look to him for hope that this is the current state of affairs. I'm one of those people. All right, so Max Lord is just calling cap on this, and basically he's just thinking it's so bad that Pete might literally just be hacked from how bullshit this feels right now. But I can tell you one thing though, Pete was not hacked.
It's just a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
That only two people had the album, and it leaked. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, I can't make a final verdict because I literally don't know who truly leaked what, if Max Lord is actually like to blame for this. But what I will say is if Max Lord truly didn't sell the song, then oh yeah, it's fuck Pete all the way. But if Max Lord truly did sell the thing to leakers, like, then I don't know what to say there. That one's that's a sketchy situation right there. Like, it's one thing if leakers are selling the songs because they're the ones that are literally stealing it, but to supply it to them for money and all that, that's kind of wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Now, obviously, I have my biases. I want Max Lord to be right so bad because that's one of Juice's biggest friends, and but if you did do that, that's kind of wild. Not because I'm caring about grade A for real, because no, but it's because Juice did not stand with leakers for real. He actually just fucking hated leaks anyway, so yeah, that's not right. But yeah, from what I've seen so far, there is no concrete evidence yet, but that's just my two conclusions I'll come to from whatever side comes on top. So moving on from this, we have Pete going on IG Live with Complex and this other dude. I really don't even know who bro is. And he answers a lot of questions about TPNE, which again, take it with a grain of salt because this is Mr. Soon Man over here. So here's a couple snippets of the actual important stuff. It's a lot, but you got to hear it.
Nah, man, the album's ready to come out. We got a lot of good features. I hope they don't leak, you know. But we got good features. Benny did not ruin the album. You can't ruin an album that's most of the songs already done. We only make them better. Max was not removed from the project at all.
I've been retired.
You retired?
Yeah.
Complex. Everybody tell Complex to come back.
I retired because y'all was playing games with the album.
We're gonna roll out this album with the community. We're not gonna do it without y'all. When y'all ready to lock in and everybody's ready to go as a team, we're gonna do it together. You know what's crazy? It was actually supposed to come out in January, low key, right after Juice WRLD Day.
Bro said low key like we didn't hear that woman say top of the year.
Y'all be complaining, begging for the music stand, supporting.
at the top of the year. How about that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, but it just was some business issues.
Someone said, what about the TikTok challenge?
Was the TikTok challenge was never hit. I mean, look, bro, we had the first single already going. It sounds like a lot of y'all didn't like Lace It. I thought Lace It was a great record.
It's a different vibe than what, I don't know, I think people pictured the album would be. I'm not saying it's bad, though. Just not what I expected, really.
The album is already done. If anything changes, it'll be 1 or 2 songs. And it's definitely a super turned up album for the most part. But, you know, you can't like also just put out an album of just turned music. You have to still represent some parts of what Juice made, which is the regular music also, which is the, you know, the deep cuts. And we have a perfect balance of both. But it flows so good that it feels turned up the whole time, even if it's not turned up the whole time, but like 90% is turned up.
All right, so this is gonna be a first for me, but I gotta interject and say, in theory, what Pete's saying here is bars and facts. I know, me giving someone from grade A actual credit, I know it's a first for me. But yes, he literally is mirroring what I've been saying for the last years or so. If you're gonna drop an album called The Party Never Ends, you expect to have a lot of hype or upbeat type music. But of course, you can't just have only that. You have to sprinkle in all sides of Juice there. But because of the fact that during this posthumous run, we haven't seen much of the hype side of Juice, it's better to, especially if this is his last album, display that side of him more on the final one, because you haven't. But my praises end right there, because the next thing he said just utterly baffles me. Just listen.
Because that's what's kind of throwing this shit off, man. It's like we want to give y'all we want to give y'all an album.
Put like All Life Long on there, like those, like Rental, like those type of leaks.
Another banger.
Like put those kind of leaks on there, not like the usual ones.
So this is the problem though, bro, is when we do put leaks and stuff that you guys request, it's gonna be a whole nother part of the community that's also like, you don't want leaks.
You can't please everyone though.
I mean, that's the problem.
But
so
I think you would please more people by putting like those kinds of leaks on there. I think that would please more than it didn't.
But I'm saying though, the people act like they want to hear only unreleased music.
I've regurgitated this argument about 1,000 times on this channel, so I'm just gonna do this real fast for the new people here. Just drop his best music. I'm sorry for whoever needs to hear this, but you have to admit, you have to come to the realization that if you are asking for leaks to not be placed on the album, that just means you are being selfish. That is the definition of being self-entitled. It is not a hard concept to understand. Just because you went out of your way to listen to a song does not mean the rest of the world should not be allowed to. It is exactly like watching a movie first when it was leaked online and then being pissed off when it is the exact same content when the movie releases. It was not meant to be seen by you. You watched it knowing this fact, thus you ruined a surprise for yourself. Simple as that. Well, Sauce, it's out there. Why doesn't just everyone listen to it? Well, one, you have to come to the realization that the people that listen to Leak don't even make up max like 2% of the people that would be inclined to listen to Juice WRLD music. Meaning the average rap fan, meaning the random person that listens to music that just got it recommended on their Spotify. Those are potentially hundreds of millions of streams that are just completely wiped away because the song didn't get released. Leaks are also just not readily available on major streaming platforms because they're getting taken down every couple days because of the fact that it's literally not supposed to be out. And finally, people just have a completely justified opinion or just moral threshold of just not listening to work that was released without the artist's consent. You are not being punished because you went out of your way to do that. I listen to leaks and I understand that simple fact, okay? So we should end that argument right here. Yeah, I'm not going to stop you from wanting something on the album, but advocating for no leaks is essentially gatekeeping. Conclusion, just drop his best music, whether leaked or unleaked. And the crazy part is, Pete literally says he understands that leaks have a positive effect to them as they keep his name alive.
I'm not pissed off that people listen to leaks. That definitely keeps his name alive and keeps him fresh in your mind. So I'm glad, because that's, no matter what, it's not about the money, it's not about this, it's about him staying as relevant as possible for years and years and years and years to come. But at the same time, it makes it hard to create this album the right way when you're 99% done and then songs leak from the album.
The thing is, this is my problem with this, because he never elaborates as to why it makes it so hard. He just says that it is, and then people just take it at face value. No, I need an actual explanation as to why that does that, because all you're saying, you said before that it only helps his name, all right? You said you don't really care about the money, so even if the views did dip, which they don't dip, I've already showed you evidence of that, so it's not that. But then you're also contradicting yourself, because you dropped 2 whole posthumous albums full of leaks. Like, Fighting Demons was like 90% leaks. Legends Never Die got leaked right beforehand, and he still dropped it. So you don't care about it. Mind you, still got a lot of numbers off of them, even though you didn't really care about them. Like Legend Never Die was his #1 first week selling album. Of course, it's his first posthumous, but still. So he's just not being consistent with his reasoning.
Wait, so was I See in the Dark on the album or no?
Of course.
Oh, I figured because it just says the party never ends and let the party start.
That was the first song you heard when you turned the album on.
Yeah.
But while we put out the music, we are gonna deliver this album. Then after that, we're gonna start working on another documentary and different types of activations that's gonna keep Juice's name alive for a long time. And I just saw somebody ask about a Grade A album. A Grade A album is definitely gonna come out, so we're definitely gonna use that to feed y'all more Juice WRLD music after The Party Never Ends come out. Party Never Ends, as of now, is the last album. That's why it is important that we keep the album integrity together and not sell the songs on the album. That'll be very, very helpful. On leaked, unreleased album, that was kind of what we're going for. I can't tell you how many tracks on the album, but it's definitely over 12 songs, for sure. It's over 13 songs. It's over 14 songs. The features on the album, none of them are reaches. Everybody on the album has worked with Juice before. So we didn't put random people on the records. And most of the records with features on them were features that were already done also beforehand. I can't give you a date right now, but what I would say is without lying or gaslighting people, here within 3 months. That's the best timeline that I can give y'all. That also gives us enough time to do everything we need to do. Make it a lot better. So that's all we're asking for, is community to be part of it. We need all your input, all your advice, what you guys want to see, because at the end of the day, we're not making the album for ourselves. We're making the album for y'all. In 3 months, I'll say less than 3 months. The album's already done. We're just working on a bunch of stuff for the rollout.
And that's all the hectic shit that happened yesterday. I just let him talk at the end just so I can have this all documented on my channel, so I can reference right back to it when half of this stuff doesn't come to fruition. But yeah, from what I've been hearing from Pete, at least in regards to the album or the contents of it, it doesn't sound that bad. But of course, this is Boy Who Cries Wolf times 80, and this motherfucker has lied about 1,000 things, so I'm not going to take him all the way at his word. So yeah, we're gonna wait. But yeah, that's the scoop. You guys leave your takes in the comment section. I'll be reading all of them basically. And yeah, I have a second channel in the description for funnier content. I have my social medias in the description with my Twitter and IG. Definitely follow the Twitter because that's where I drop the minor news over there. Like the video if you like it, sub to the channel if you like this, and it's Sauce999, and peace. Best believe I'm coming back to this video in June if we don't get the album.
Don't care what you call it, no. Bad bitch to my dick game flawless. That's why I've been dozing. That's why I had the autopilot, the Tesla. Fucking with a gang, you bound to get messed up. Another bro nigga talking shit on the gram. Told him just chill, it's okay, I'm next up. Bitch, I'm on 10, but I feel like